What's good, everybody? This is D, the Philly Renegade. I'm gonna get into practice mode here. Actually, let me go learn to play practice mode. And I want to address a comment that a subscriber put on a recent video I uploaded, and he was talking about how the game was trash. It's a lot of people's opinion. A lot of people just don't like this game, but I want to address specifically what he called out. And what he was talking about was somebody spamming like corner routes. And I don't know if he just specifically meant corner routes. That's what he called out. It probably was more so people spamming like the same play over and over again, which you guys know that's a pet peeve of mine. So let me see, let me get here on my flip sides. I think I gotta run and play real quick. Yeah. So what I want to address is how to stop any particular route. So if somebody's spamming, and I will use a corner route in this video, if somebody's spamming a corner route, how do you stop it? I call it like the Bill Belichick effect. Bill Belichick was always known for completely taking away what you like to do, right? So how do you take away that corner route and make him go somewhere else? So I'm gonna go nickel, I'm gonna go over Storm Brave, and I'm doing this for a specific reason. I got the two linebackers to play with there because they're blitzing, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by that in a second. And then from an offense perspective, I'm gonna go with this tight slots because in here there's a gun tight slots, and I'm gonna use this formation specifically for a specific reason. So that's square there. So let's look at the defense. I got two linebackers coming down, and the reason why I say I want to use this is a lot of times you'll see, if you watch any of my gameplay videos, if I actually show the play art, you'll see this. You'll see Overstorm, and it looks like, okay, oh, he just blitzes all the time. But most of the time what I'm doing is I'm taking this and I'm doing this. So if I get my coverage right. Well, I put him on the wrong receiver. There we go. So now if you look at, why can I get my... There we go. All right, so now if you look at this here, those two linebackers were blitzing. I put one on this receiver. Remember, he was going to a corner, and I put Edwards on this receiver. He was going to a corner. Now, this is not a great example because I probably wouldn't use this play, especially man like this. But I'm going to show you what I typically do. So I'll back everybody off just to get them out the way. What I'll do, and I'll move the defensive line inside to give myself a little bit more space. I'm going to jam this inside receiver using Nakobe Dean. Now, why am I using Nakobe Dean? Nakobe Dean is not responsible for this receiver. At the original play art, if you remember, it was a blitz in here. So he has no responsibility technically on this receiver. Avonte Maddox is the cornerback here that's really technically guarding this receiver. So I'm using Dean just in case I completely whiff on my jam. And it will happen. You're going to miss some jams when you're trying to do this. So how do you jam? So I'm gonna let this run here. Let me see if I can get him on this first one here. Takes a couple seconds, they run the ball. There it is, I got the jam. If he was looking for that receiver, he was not going to him because he was completely locked down. Let's go instant replay on that. So if you look here, I'm gonna raise it up. I'm all over him. He had to go somewhere else. He never got to his break. Right. So eventually when he did that break, it would have been open as people are typically used to in a man coverage on a corner route. He would have been open. But the concept of jamming him at the line is to just throw the time of the play off. Because right here, most likely that user, your opponent, is looking at that receiver, and it doesn't look like he's used to seeing, right? So he's going to go somewhere else. Also, what it does is if you look at the defensive line, Josh Sweat was about to break off, and he had to get rid of that ball. So he threw it, got it out of his hands, and we on to the next play. So let me come back here. So how do you do this? So let me do my adjustments. I do the adjustment because, okay, I'm gonna actually leave it like this, right? I'm gonna leave it in the curl flat. I do man because it just helps a little bit with making this jam. If I try the same play here and I got him in the zone, I'll miss my jam a little bit more. See that? I completely missed the jam because the computer took him even though I was trying to jam him, it just, and I think this might only happen in practice mode, to be honest with you. It just made the animation a little bit off there. So I come back here. Okay, now I got him in man, and I'm gonna do it again. So what you do is on the snap of the ball, you hold down right trigger and X. So let him snap it, right trigger X. It's completely jammed. He can't get out. It's a sack. Xbox, I forgot the controller on Xbox. I haven't played Xbox in about a good 2 years. Ever since I got PlayStation. So it would be the RB and whatever the X is on the Xbox. I forget. So jam, he's going nowhere. And he has to get that ball out or he's going to get sacked. The easiest way to shut down a receiver, and you can implement this anywhere, right? So if I'm thinking he's going to square, if I can actually do my adjustment right, there we go. So now I'm on square. It's a little bit easier, and I mentioned earlier I chose this formation for a reason because the inside receiver there, he's actually off the line. I missed my jam there actually. The inside receiver is off the line, so it actually makes it a little bit harder to jam him than it does the outside receiver. And of course in my first example I missed him. So let's do that again. And let me see. I'll get my adjustment right. What in the world? All right, there we go. So I got my adjustment there. It's a little bit easier to jam him, and you will miss your jams, and that's why I say use somebody that doesn't have responsibility for that receiver, and you don't have to worry about if you miss the jam. So I'll do it one more time on the outside, but this time I'm already manned up on him. This time I'll use the man responsible for him, and let's see if I get the jam. Trigger X, got the jam. So you see how he'll eventually peel off your jam, and he'll be wide open most likely, but if you're not using the man that's responsible for him, the man that is responsible for him should still be in coverage. Jam, 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 jam. That one, he never got off the jam. So there you have it. It's the right trigger and X on PlayStation. I'll put up a caption on what it is on Xbox because I forget. So that's how you jam a receiver, take a receiver out to play. I call it the Bill Belichick effect. If you have somebody that's completely spamming one receiver, just find him in the formation. Find him in the formation, go get him, jam him up, and you're gonna force your opponent to go somewhere else. If you learned something, please hit that subscribe button. I got more tips and tricks coming. I got answers for a lot of different cheese in this game. Put down in the comments what you need help with, and I'm gonna put together a video like this or from gameplay to show you how I attempt to stop a particular spam play or cheese play. Anyway, I'm out. Philly Renegade, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you soon.